Turning Point is a domestic violence and sexual assault service agency serving West Alabama. They've been working to help the survivors of sexual assault since 1979. Ashley Cornelius Hester is here from Turning Point to tell me more about it. Ashley, it's nice to have you with us today.
Thank you.
Now, ordinarily, whenever people think about domestic violence, they maybe think of a stepdad that maybe drinks too much, or maybe an uncle or something like that. But you guys are really focusing on a picture that I don't think a lot of people pay attention to, and that's younger people in dating. That's a big part of this overall problem as well, correct?
Absolutely. It's a major problem. Most violent behavior starts very early, and dating violence is much more common than most people realize. So as a primary prevention effort, we're trying to get into schools in our 9-county area to try to implement some preventative programming for adolescents in hopes that it will reduce the likelihood that they will become violent offenders, and if they are victimized, that they know what resources are at their disposal to get help.
Now, you guys are going to go in and start talking to kids that are as young as 6th grade.
Yes.
Now, why target them that early?
There are a lot of different programs. There are some anti-bullying programs that start as early as 3, but there are 6th graders that date.
Really?
And they have relationships, you know, however you want to qualify them. They have relationships, they have intimate relationships or dating relationships. And we want to address it at whatever age it becomes an issue. And if it's 12-year-olds in 6th grade, we're going to be there. We want to be really proactive.
Now, what are some of the kind of things that you'll be talking with the kids about during these programs?
Well, it starts out with just defining, you know, what is a healthy relationship. Some people don't have access to understand what defines a healthy relationship, defines a caring relationship, and then we expand that to, you know, what kind of relationships do you want to have, and how do you go about if you start to get angry? How do you recognize that you're getting angry? Calming strategies, later calming strategies, and resources to help your friends, help yourself, and anybody else that can benefit. And it does go through. You know, if you're victimized physically, sexually, or emotionally.
Now, I have heard it said that oftentimes kids that have a father figure that is abusive, or they don't have a father figure at all, they are more likely to grow up and become abusive parents. Is that true? Is that
That is true. It's a very unfortunate statistic, but it is true. Doesn't mean that all children who are raised in violent homes are going to be abusers, but it does increase the likelihood. So making sure that children are aware of what a healthy relationship is. And there is information for potential perpetrators in there that if you realize that that you have some troubling behaviors, that you can figure out how to help yourself.
All right, super. Ashley, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Best of luck with the new programs.
Thank you.
You can find out more about Turning Point by calling 205-758-0808